Every nation swears its money is safe. Every government insists its promises will last for centuries. But history, it always plays out the same way, and it humbles them. From Rome to France, from the Confederacy to modern Lebanon, people have woken up to find this truth. All the money they had saved was suddenly worthless. Their salaries, just pieces of paper. Their future slowly vanished. Because collapse isn't rare, collapse is the rule. The real question isn't if the system will fall, it's what you'll do when the knock comes at your door. We all make the same mistakes. We look at the numbers in our bank accounts, our money, our salaries, and believe they're real. But money isn't stone or soil, money is trust, and that trust can crumble in an instant. History's dusty pages are filled with examples, from Rome to Byzantium, from Florence to France. Every century wrote the same story. People trusted, rulers exploited, and systems collapsed. Take Byzantium, for example, the empire that carried Rome's legacy for 1,000 years. At the heart of its economy was a single gold coin, the solidus. It was so reliable that merchants from Europe to Asia accepted it without question. It was, in a sense, the dollar of its age. But one day, just like Rome, corruption crept in. They began to tamper with the purity of gold, mixing it with cheaper metals. At first, no one noticed. Then, trust shattered, and that once mighty coin became just another story, a memory of what used to be real. The real wealth? It wasn't the emperor's word, nor the numbers written on paper. True wealth was gold, and the lands even empires couldn't reach. Then came the Black Death. Half of Europe's population vanished. It sounds horrific, yet economically things took an unexpected turn. Labor was scarce. Workers became valuable. Those who survived demanded higher wages. Land and food were plentiful, but people were few. Anyone with cash or the strength to work seized opportunities never seen before. Sound familiar? The same thing happened during COVID. Supply chains broke, governments printed money, and those with liquidity bought homes, stocks, and businesses for cheap. The ones without, they were left behind. History sums it up simply. Crisis rewards the prepared. And then came Florence, the Wall Street of the 14th century. The world's most prestigious banks were there, but they all trusted one client a bit too much, King Edward of England. When the king couldn't repay his debts, the banks collapsed overnight. That day, people learned the painful truth. Being big doesn't mean being safe. No institution is ever too big to fail. The same lesson unfolded in America. During the Civil War, the North printed greenbacks and the South printed graybacks. Both sides tried to fund the war by printing money. The result? Inflation exploded. In the South, earnings lost their value before they could even be spent. Paper turned to trash, but real goods like gold, food, and land kept their worth. France joined this list too. In the 1790s, the revolutionaries introduced a new currency called the assignat. In theory, it was backed by church property. In practice, the government kept printing more. Before long, no one wanted the paper anymore. Farmers said, "If you want bread, bring silver." And the revolution quietly consumed itself. The winners? Not those who held paper, but those who held real assets. This story repeated itself in 1997 in Asia. Thailand's currency collapsed and a financial crisis followed. Indonesia, Malaysia, South Korea, all were swept into the storm. But pay attention. Those who held their savings in US dollars survived. Those who trusted their local currencies lost everything overnight. Borrowing in another nation's currency is like swimming against the current. The first to drown is always the one in debt. And then came Lebanon. Between 2019 and 2021, the banks closed their doors. People couldn't access their own accounts. Their money turned to dust. Engineers, teachers, doctors, people who had saved for a lifetime became poor overnight. Because the money in your bank account is not the treasure you think it is. Money is just a promise, and when crisis strikes, that promise can be revoked. The true winners, those who had already turned their wealth into something real. Gold, real estate, cash, tangible things. The same story has repeated throughout history. Paper money collapses, institutions lie, and the survivors are the ones who doubted first. But here's the beautiful part. A collapse isn't just destruction. For those who are prepared, it's an opportunity. After the Black Death, peasants became land rich. In 2008, those who held cash bought homes for cheap. Every crisis is a transfer of wealth from the trusting to the prepared. But wealth isn't only about what you own. It's about what you can do. In times of crisis, the survivors weren't just those who held gold.
They were the ones who could create value. The baker who made bread, the mechanic, the farmer, the merchant. When money lost its meaning, their worth increased. This is the real protection, not trusting institutions, but trusting your skills, your craft, and real assets. History whispers something to us. Everything collapses eventually. But when that day comes, what will you hold in your hands? Paper promises or things of real value?